Así que eso, vamos a continuar jugando. Nos quedamos en el acto 2. Creo que nos lleva directamente al sitio que lo dejamos. Sí.
Hey, Freddy.
Estoy dibujando. Dibujando.
Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Atentos. Atentos.
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? I was so worried after you left, and... well, I also felt like crap. You were right to be mad. I said I'd support you as your friend, and I didn't. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
Vale. Lo dicho, votéis vosotros, ¿vale? ¿Qué le decimos después de esto? Te perdono, nunca te dejaré atrás con corazón. Debería pedirte disculpas yo a ti y no al revés. No puedo hacer esto sin ti. I feel like a crap yo. Te perdono. No queréis ligar con esta. No queréis ligar con nadie, de verdad. Un juego de ligar y no queréis ligar con nadie. Derecha. Vale.
You're apologizing. After I dumped the whole, hey, I'm a god thing on you, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Somos votos, no ligamos con nadie.
I'm gonna cry.
Wait until after we figure out how to save my sorry life.
Right you are. Tell me what's happened since I saw you last. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little
Mi
on the
prioridad es no
nose.
morir.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
Okay.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
¿Confías en él? No se pregunta, no, Apolo. En realidad no, creo que sí, los ídolos están locos. So crazy. No elijo por beneficios. Muy mal, yo siempre arriba España, ¿vale?
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, come by Olympus. I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Vale, los ídolos viven ahí, ¿qué será lo que quiere? No hablé con él recién. Pan nos está reclamando y quiere que vayamos al Olimpo. El Olimpo que seguramente no sea el Olimpo real. ¿Qué será lo que quiere? Los ídolos... Vale.
Huh. I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The
Cutie.
muse! Oh, the embodiment of inspiration.
A
Can
fan
you
of
believe
Pan.
it?
Yeah, kinda.
Vale, nos dan opciones, ¿vale? Bueno, no sé si en el diario se ha puesto algo de Freddy. Sí. Y por supuesto que Freddy me esperaba cuando regresé del inframundo. Se disculpó por lo que sucedió con Pan durante la canción. Pero la verdad es que ahora entiendo todo. El poder de mis canciones hace salir el bien y el mal de las personas. Y no siempre puedo elegir qué lado mostrarán. De todas formas, me gusta saber que todavía cuento con el apoyo de Freddy durante todo esto. Vale. Tenemos tres opciones. Hablar con Pan, hablar con Perséfone o hablar con Apolo. ¿Qué queréis que hagamos? ¿Elegir alguna, eliminar las otras? Pues no estoy segura. Amor, ¿tú te acuerdas? Cuando nos hacía elegir entre Pan, Perséfone y Apolo para hablar con ellos. Si elegir una nos quitaba la opción a otras.
Creo que sí,
¿Crees que sí?
porque creo que sí, bueno, si te acuerdas que si ibas con Apolo, contigo hablar con Persephone.
Sí. Vale. Pues estabais pensando en Perséfone, porque ella tiene más respuestas. Vale, pues piénsenlo bien, porque a lo mejor elegir una de estas opciones no nos permite elegir el resto, ¿vale? Si quita las opciones, Apolo, que quedamos así, ¿vale? Apolo entonces, vale. Elegimos Apolo y si luego tenemos las opciones, que no lo sé al 100%, intentamos hablar con los otros dos. Disculparse es poco prioritario y Pam me sobra mucho. Vale, entonces preferís que vayamos a hablar con Apolo. No quieres horny time. No le apetece el pan a Luis hoy. No. A ver, Luis desconfía de pan. Vale, pues vamos a ver a Apolo. Cuando no nos estemos muriendo. Míralo, es que ahí,
Grace,
super
you're
casual,
back.
sin camisa en
That's
su
good. I was just
casa.
about to call you.
He means he wants me to call you because Paul here still hasn't figured out how to use a phone.
That's not true. I know how. I just don't like them. They're confusing. Anyhow,
Es un
I've been
señor mayor.
contemplating our list of suspects, and I think Pan is someone we need to consider.
Ya. Pan quería verme. Espera que esto... ¿Qué es esto de los teléfonos? Pensé que habías descartado a Pan. Gracias, Brenda. Vale.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
Persephone did, but I've had time to think it over. Pan is a schemer, a traitor in favors. He always has been. His sudden appearance in all this cannot be coincidental.
You think he could have killed Calliope after all?
Perhaps. Or he knows who did and is trying to turn it to his benefit. He always knows more than he pretends.
Vale, ¿queréis que le preguntemos? Antes de decirle que Pan quería vernos. Para mí Pan no es culpable, pero su juego es raro y no quiero jugar. Vale.
Wait. You don't like phones?
I just don't like talking to people I can't see.
Es un señor
No,
mayor, pero
it's
es
the
un bebé.
ringtones. They scare the crap out of him. I kid you not.
I'm not frightened. Only a child would be frightened. They're just very loud.
Yeah.
Can we return to the subject of Pan, please?
You should know. Pan
Vale,
asked me to
lo
meet
dice
him at
directamente.
Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Wait, he wants to see you again? I don't like this.
¿Crees que es inofensivo? Creo que es inofensivo. No debería ir. Yo tampoco. Qué malo huele Pan.
Why? Is he that bad? Should I not go?
No. Perhaps it's best that you do, even if it's just to find out what he wants and why.
Vale.
Aphrodite is holding a party of sorts, one you should attend. She is closest to Pan. Indeed, she knows almost all the idols. If anyone is up to something, she's bound to know.
Vale. ¿Qué clase de fiesta es? ¿Por qué no puedes hablar con Afrodita? Podría hablar con Pan. Afrodita, mi vida, le rezo a ella solamente. La más sospechosa para mí, Afrodita. Ok. Vale.
What do you mean by a party of sorts? I mean, I'm always down for a party, but
Siempre sospechas de mujeres.
It's more of a remembrance than a party, really. It's difficult to describe.
that's awfully vague, Apollo.
It'll be easier to see for yourself. It's nothing you can't handle.
Vale. ¿Por qué no puedes hablar con Afrodita? Podría hablar con Pan. Es un porcentaje, no una elección. Y recuerdo que el más sospechoso para mí es Eros.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
Well, talking to Aphrodite isn't something anyone does with much success these days.
Well, if that's the case, what makes you think I'll get anywhere?
There's a standing invitation for the Muse to attend this party. Calliope never went, so Aphrodite will be thrilled to see you. Trust me. If I thought you couldn't get her to talk, I wouldn't suggest it.
Vale. Y vamos a decirle lo de Pan.
I still
¿vale?
have that invitation from Pan. Maybe it'd be easier if I just went to see him.
You could, but would you believe anything he had to say?
I might catch him in a lie, which is just as telling.
Well, whatever you do, be careful. I still think Aphrodite is our best bet.
Okay, I'll go. Eventually.
Perfect. I will see you there.
Vale.
Paul, you should see this. The names you wanted me to look up are getting weird results.
I don't doubt it. I was hoping you could...
Get over here!
No worries, Paul. I'll see you later.
La carita. Vale. Pensad que lo de hablar con Apolo no. Hablar con Perséfone, tenemos la opción aún. Hablar con Pan o ir a la fiesta de Afrodita, ¿vale? Eros y Afrodita juntos le mataron. ¿No veis que está chiquito? Pero pobre Afrodita, que gracias a ella tengo hormonas. ¿Queréis hablar con Perséfone? Vale, vemos el diario primero. Aunque creo que lo del diario son cosas de Apolo. Yes. O de Afrodita. Afrodita organiza una fiesta. Apolo cree que debería ir porque Afrodita conoce a todo el mundo y quizá pueda ayudarme. Sin embargo, no me dio muchos detalles sobre la fiesta. ¿Debería preocuparme? Vale, y Apolo... A pesar de los abdominales y el aspecto de surfista genial, Apolo es como un abuelo que nunca se actualizó en el tiempo. Al menos no sacude el bastón y les grita a los jóvenes que pasan frente a su casa. O quizás sí, quién sabe. Vale, ¿y de Pan sabemos algo más? Qué interesante. Creí que Apolo y Perséfone habían descartado la idea de que Pan fuera sospechoso cuando estábamos todos juntos. Pero Apolo sugirió que Pan es muy calculador y que no hay que descartar la idea. Creo que es verdad. Pan parece el tipo de ídolo que podría involucrarse en estos asuntos. Vale. ¿Qué es este diario escupiendo fax? Vale, vamos a hablar con Perséfone.
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave.
No me grites.
If it wasn't clear, I don't give second chances. Or did you have some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
Taparme la luz del sol. Ay, ya, poética. Pido disculpas por Apolo, quería verte, aún necesito ayuda. Aliarse con Perse. Pido disculpas por Apolo. Vale.
I'm sorry. If I'd known Apollo would act like that, I wouldn't have come in with him.
The man is like a sad puppy that keeps peeing on your carpet. Even you should see that by now.
I don't think...
No, you don't think. If you did, you'd realize Apollo is a fully grown man who should make his own apologies.
Okay.
If you decided he's the ally you need, then wonderful. I hope it works out for you.
Ahora está pica de que no la eligiésemos a ella. Bueno, está bien, me necesitas, aún podemos ser amigas. Ok. Mira, tóxica, así como le gustan a Grace.
You haven't considered that maybe you need me for your plans?
What would you know of my plans?
Just that you have them. And if you need anything, it's allies. Allies like me.
I'm an ally.
Ever persistent. You remind me of her a little.
Of who? Calliope?
No.
It's an interesting offer, Grace. I'll consider it. Truly.
Vale. Al menos nos ha dicho que se lo iba a pensar. Así que no hemos acabado tan mal después de todo. Bueno, basta. Regresé al inframundo para hacer las paces con Perséfone, pero me parece que no me ayudará más porque antes me fui con Apolo. Me da pena porque pensé que me acercaba un poco a ella, pero se pone demasiado a la defensiva y no me deja avanzar. Sus. Vale, ¿hablamos con Pan primero o vamos a la fiesta de Afrodita directamente? Yo creo que ir a la fiesta de Afrodita sí que ya no nos deja hacer nada más. Así que si queréis podemos ir antes a ver qué quiere Pan y luego ya vamos de fiesta. I don't know, Pan y después Apolo. ¿Apolo de qué? Apolo ya hemos hablado con él. Creo que la fiesta, porque te da info de Pan. La fiesta antes. No sé si después de la fiesta podemos hablar Pero si quieres que la fiesta acabe el tiempo, ves a Pan antes. Sí, es que creo que sí, ¿eh? Porque la fiesta es algo importante para la historia. Pero lo que queráis, ¿eh? Pero yo creo que sí. Que mejor sería hablar antes con Pan y luego ir a la fiesta. Porque a la fiesta sí o sí tenemos que ir. ¿Vale? Está haciendo cosas de clase. No le pidáis cosas.
¿Qué?
Para tomar la decisión con info.
¿Qué?
No. Tú sigue haciendo cosas de clase.
Es que si no acabo mal.
¿Qué hacemos entonces? Hablamos con Pan. ¿Confiáis en mí? Hablamos primero con Pan. Vale. No confío en ti. Pues te jodes.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
I just... What is this
So
place?
flirty.
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Well, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Esto es muy Percy Jackson, ¿eh? ¿Cuántos ídolos hay? ¿El Olimpo está escondido? ¿Me pediste que venga? ¿Cuántos ídolos hay?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know. 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped
Eso es
keeping
importante, ¿eh?
track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Para que veáis que hay pocos. ¿La mayoría vive aquí? ¿El Olimpo está escondido?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the
Mucha
horse.
información,
darling.
muy pocas frases.
First, you must outlive the week.
Right. Good point.
Vale, le preguntamos esto, ¿vale?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Vale.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Vale. Apolo tenía razón sobre ti. Esperaba este momento. No infringiré ninguna regla por ti. Hécate es un nombre que se ha dicho mucho. Me empieza a parecer sospechoso. Ella podría hacer que su magia no se notara. Lemao.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Bulbula. Have I ever led you astray?
Sí.
Not yet.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even.
Os pido un favor, ¿eh?
If that's not enough incentive,
Fucking pan.
the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
¿Qué le decimos? ¿Qué clase de favor es esto? Hécate me ayudaría. ¿Qué es un relicario? Lo pensaré. Qué puto asco me da pan. No lo soportáis, ¿eh? No os gusta nada. Vale.
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
¿Qué clase de favor es esto? Hécate me ayudaría. ¿El relicario es peligroso? Dice Sobrenda sin saber nada de este juego.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Vale. ¿Qué clase de favor es esto? Hécate me ayudaría.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do
Fácil y
everything,
sencillo.
can I?
Si le caemos bien nos ayuda, si no, no.
This person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Misántrica.
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Nos pide que le ayudemos a ligar a su amigo.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Nada más difícil.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
Ok. Así de claro todo, está bien, entiendo. Calíope hizo eso. Tienes una lengua filosa. Con corazoncito. Nos va a mandar a hablar con Eros. ¿Tú crees? Don't you dare, Caroline. ¡Sí! ¡Ah! ¡Sí! ¿En serio? Es que es el pique. Pues amiga, está en un empate, ¿eh? ¿Qué hacemos? Es que lo que voy yo. ¿Qué hacemos? No sé si hay alguien más por el chat que pueda desempatar esta situación. ¡No vale! El bot no vale. Si no, podemos hacer una cosa, ¿vale? Se me acaba de ocurrir hacer una cosa. Un momento, se me acaba de ocurrir una cosa. Vale. Efectivamente. Para situaciones de empate, vamos a tirar un dado, ¿vale? Podemos tirar uno de 20 o uno de 10. ¿De 20 o de 10? ¿Qué preferís? Tengo cual que queráis, ¿eh? Baldur's Gate 4. Un de 20, vale. El de 20 es más poético, ¿vale? Vale. Tengo aquí el de 20, ¿vale? La cosa es que no puedo yo ahora mismo enseñároslo, ¿vale? Pero yo lo voy a tirar, ¿vale? Yo os voy a ser totalmente honesta. Yo lo voy a tirar y lo que salga os lo voy a decir, ¿vale? Si no queréis creerme, vuestro puto problema, ¿vale? Para eso no es. Y tengo audacia que me da 5 puntos más. Vale, ¿cómo queréis hacerlo? Tirarlo el que más acerque al número es su opción. No te creeremos igual. Bueno, mira, suba. ¿Cómo queréis hacerlo? ¿Del 1 al 10 y del 11 al 20? ¿O pares y impares? Lo que queráis. Voy a hacer algo, voy a generar un número aleatorio en Google y diréis el número. Pues que eso no me aclara cosas. No me aclara cosas. Cada uno tiene que tener de X a X. Tirar el que más se acerca al número es su opción. Vale, vale, vale. ¿Lo hacemos así? ¿Lo tiro y el que más se acerque es su opción? Yo elijo el 17. Vale, Brenda, ¿tú qué eliges? Vale, va. Cuando venga diga número, lo tiro. Wait. Mierda. 8, vale. Ha salido un 9. Entonces, el que más se ha acercado ha sido Brenda. Así que vamos a elegir la opción de Brenda, ¿vale? ¿Os gusta esta manera de hacerlo? ¿Os gusta esta manera de decidir si estamos en empate? A mí me parece gracioso, la verdad, ¿eh? Me hace jajas. Te juro que lo cogí en Google. Es bueno para los desempates, me parece bien. Vale, ¿cuál habías dicho? La derecha, ¿no, Brenda? Te mando fotos, sí, sí. Yo te creo, I believe you. ¿Habías dicho la derecha? Ok.
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
Te enfada.
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
Toma. Vale.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
Vale.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf,
muy
will you?
seguro de que vamos a ir, ¿eh? Vale, podemos ir al relicario o pasar antes por la fiesta de Afrodita. ¿Me has enviado la foto? Sí, no os interesa la fiesta de Afrodita. Vale, lo que queráis, ¿eh? No creo que el relicario lo cancele, la fiesta no se va, ¿vale? Lo que queráis.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have...
¿Quién tiene asco de ser nuestro enemigo?
Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't
Vale.
we going to some kind of library?
Vale. Nos hemos traído esta penca. Nos ha dicho que no íbamos a abrir una biblioteca. Así me dijeron, pensé que te gustaría, tal vez no sea seguro. ¿Qué le decimos? Vale.
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is
Freddy
nothing
juega
like
D&D.
D&D.
Well, I
A
don't
que
know
ahora
about
os
you,
cae
Grace, but if a
bien.
dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you
Uy,
actually
ahorita
know
jugaba
about
D&D.
Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Vale. Cuéntame sobre Hecate, una pregunta sobre la ídola que ayudamos. Vale.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Freddy es
Pam
tan
did not
friki que
mention
también es
that.
friki de
Why am I
mitología.
not surprised?
Vale. Cuéntame sobre Hecate, el Minotauro es peligroso. Ok, un momento, ¿vale? Porque mi gata se la va a liar un poco bastante a Eva. Yuki. Ay. Ya, es que estaba pasando por encima del portátil de Eva, entonces se la iba a liar. Vale.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a
No.
problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well,
No,
she
me
was the
parece
goddess
conocido.
of witchcraft, the
Bitch.
really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Tal vez tú puedas, buena idea, eres sorprendente con corazoncito. Magia negra, let's fucking go. No entiendo qué está haciendo mi gata ahora mismo. ¿Qué estás cazando tú? ¡Ah! ¡Toma, corazoncillo!
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, 'cause it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
Vale. Es mujer, estoy con Luis. Vale.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
Ya. Para nada, si tengo la oportunidad, me interesan las reliquias. Si Kate vive en el inframundo, puede que mande ella allí ahora que han echado a Persephone. Tal vez está absorbiendo poderes de los ídolos. Un momento. Es que se estaba caminando por tu portátil. Tienes que tener cuidado y dejar el portátil un poco agachado, la pantalla, para que Yuki no camine y te escribe ella el trabajo.
Bueno, si quiere. Entonces, ¿estaba pasando por mi portátil y ahora se está apoyando a mi sujetador como si fuese un cojín?
Sí.
Tener gatos es un concepto.
Quise si quiere. Qué curset. Vale, habéis dicho esta.
Honestly, the reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
That will be a trick, yeah. I love your plans.
Vale.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the
Soy yo
likes of
leyendo
you.
libros de magia.
I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
No soy una mortal. Freddy corre. Bueno, no la he sentado muy bien que estuviésemos aquí. Vale.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Ya dejé en qué momento se la ha traído aquí. No lo sabía, Freddy es especial, no hay excepciones. Que se parece a mí al ver que Raima hace al directo a las 10 de la mañana.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
Súper dramática.
No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria,
Yeah.
which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
¿Cómo se la está camelando, Freddy?
I
Raima
have created
reference.
this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Entendido. Empecemos de nuevo. Necesito que me ayudes. Hécate, ella es Freddy. Vale.
Maybe we should start over. My name's Grace. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Okay.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Ah, bueno. ¿Sabías qué pasaría si está muerta? ¿Nadie te dijo? Bueno, según Hécate, Calliope tendría que morir en 11 meses. I knew it, fue Hécate. Hécate sospechosa, 90%, ni siquiera todos los otros juntos se me acercan en sospechosos. Arriba a izquierda. Diga el número. O que uno de los dos. Sí, tengo el dado aquí. ¡6! Vale. La respuesta de
Yeah,
Brenda.
that's now. Or very recently, anyway. I guess you don't get much news here in wherever this is.
It is between places, crafted by my own hand from the ether. Here in the books are written all things, past, present, and things that are yet to occur. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become
Oh.
friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident, and
An accident? Well, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
Sí, tronca. No fui yo, lo juro, eso parece, tienes un problema. Jesús. ¿Tienes un problema? ¿Queréis decirle? Okay.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Oh, va a hacer té. So British.
Curious.
Ay, qué lindo esto.
It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is
Pues
nothing
Moira se ha
else, I
cortado el
must
hilo.
ask you both to leave so I may
Literal,
begin
dijo
at
eso.
once.
Vine porque necesito tu ayuda. ¿No puedes hacerlo más rápido? ¿Puedo ver a Asterion? Por la puta cara. Vale.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
¿Puedo ver a Asterion? Vine porque necesito tu ayuda. Quiero una lista de esos seres cósmicos. Same. Joder, qué pesada con el Asterion. Izquierda. Y Brenda dice... Ayudemos al Minotauro. ¿No es mejor la de arriba? ¿Botas la de arriba? O izquierda, o sea, te da igual, ¿no? Entonces izquierda.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Yo me acuerdo porque acabamos aquí. ¿La música? ¿Por qué?
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay.
Es re
Freddy
lindo.
was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Bestia. Estoy aquí por tu vida amorosa. Me envió pan. ¿Podemos hablar? Derecha. Vale.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure
¿Quién
about
será
that?
su bello?
Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Regresaré con pan. Podríamos colarnos. Hora de usar mis poderes. Vale.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
It's songtime.
I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate. ¿Por qué no? Kate. Bueno, habla ahora. La música de fondo me encanta. Derecha arriba. Números o... ¿Quién coño es Kate? Pero me han quitado sometime. Bueno. Kate. Ya te lo ha dicho Luis. Igualmente, ¿quieres que le preguntemos por lo de Kate? Tía. Brenda, eres tonta. Kate. Kate. Como Apolo. ¿Quieres seguir? Bueno, va. ¿Pero de verdad quieres que le preguntemos? Si quieres que le preguntemos, que Luis diga un número. Pero si no... Vale, vale.
Maybe now you can tell me what this big favor is.
Come on, isn't it obvious?
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
No puedo respirar. ¿Estás enamorado de Kate? ¿De verdad eres el Minotauro? ¿Por qué Kate? Supongamos que te ayudo. ¡Uy, Brenda! Si quieres le doy a por qué Kate. Para que
Do you
te
really
quedes
call
tranquila.
Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Well, sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Es un bebito. ¿Estás enamorada de Kate? ¿De verdad eres el Minotauro? Vale. Menudo simp. Sí es.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Se comió a Teo. Por si no lo sabéis, Teo, el nombre de Teo viene de Teseo. Entonces, se comió a Teo.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells
No viene
so
de
good.
Teodoro. Viene
Like,
de
she's so
Teseo.
nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Vale, les voy a decir esto.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat
Matar a
has
su
that
gato.
grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help
Además el
me.
Minotauro es autista por la cara. ¿No te parece raro? ¿Qué harás por mí? ¿Y si te rechaza? A mí ese personaje la verdad es que me parece re lindo.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah,
Claro.
that's the part I can't do.
Ay. Y si te rechaza, ¿qué harás por mí? Eres re lindo, pero seguro que mató al Calíope. Mujer. Ya no confío en nadie. Trust issues.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me.
No.
But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says. I promise.
Vale, ¿y qué harás por mí?
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Tiene
Maybe she
info.
never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you. Even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Vale.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddie?
It's song time!
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
Atentos, ¿eh?
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me
Cállate una sevillana.
are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not
Trata de halagarla, sigue así, dejar que lo resuelva. Trata de halagarla, sigue así, dejar que lo resuelva. Que se maten entre ellos. I don't care. Qué mala eres. Ugh. Números. O que alguien ceda. Gracias. $15. Gana Luis.
you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
I knew it.
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
¡Oye, el escenario! No me tire cosas.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you enrapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of
Qué más verdad, ¿eh?
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me.
Otra vez.
It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say
No deje de seducirla, ahora le toca hablar a Hécate. Me encanta la referencia de You Got Follow Me. Vale, pues entonces derecha.
Categorically. Oh, Katie, it's just you and me.
Todas sus canciones son referencias, yes.
I cannot hide from my reality. Can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me.
No.
I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me.
Yeah.
How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Lo sabía desde el principio.
I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear.
What if I
My
lose you?
virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that
Freddy, ayúdalo, intervenir y ayudar no está tan mal como crees. ¿Qué has hecho? A ver,
¿Ya te la he liado?
creo que sí.
Te entro a ver. No, parece que no.
No.
Bueno, se ha quedado un poquito muñeco. Espera.
No, pero es normal, es por el juego.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Vale.
Arriba.
share may be too severe.
Of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me. This is a disaster. Grace, help me.
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in.
El Minotauro.
Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot cold
Podría ser
and
divertido porque lo
orders.
dices. I don't know. Vale.
So many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire. I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Black magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss, so don't dismiss.
Yes.
Just resist.
Tiene una voz muy guay.
You think that I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me.
Joder.
Come with me.
Ah, las caras, la cara de Freddy.
Come with me.
Kingdom Hearts reference.
Come with me.
Me dice una historia de amor. Vive la vida Hécate. Hécate tiene que decidir eso. Es en el salón de la Bella y la Bestia. Literalmente Freddy está flipando con esto. Yes. Me dicen una historia de amor. ¡Qué lindo!
Come with me.
spell on me.
Cuando vienen los y corazones.
You will not regret
O
this.
Begimo.
Not
No,
yet.
aquí no. No me estropees
It is
esto.
written. You've cast a spell on me to think I shall have my own story. You've cast a spell on me, and we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me, a tale of romance and glory. You've cast a spell on me, but do we have enough leather? You've cast a spell on me.
¿Qué? ¿Y esa frase? Ya. Yeah.
Oh, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
No estaba escrito. Podrías ayudarme como agradecimiento. Me alegra que haya funcionado. Fue idea de Freddy.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
Claro.
I follow the rules. It is written.
En fin. Me alegra que haya funcionado. Podrías ayudarme como agradecimiento. Fue idea de Freddy. You are spell on me. Esquizofrenia pura.
You know, there is a way to repay me. I still need to find out who killed Calliope.
I fear I am oath-sworn to discuss no matters that occur within these halls.
But all I need is...
If there are revelations from my investigation into the abnormality, you shall be informed.
Bueno.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Okay.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Nos ha dicho
How
Asterion
long
para...
are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm
Nos
sure it's
hablará.
fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry.
Es asmático.
Kate had a lot to say.
Tenemos un trato, todo está bien, me imagino. Quería saber si salían todas a la vez. Izquierda, arriba, números. Arriba entonces, no números.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Whoa.
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
El relicario tiene alarmas. Armas. ¿Pudiste alcanzar a Calliope? ¿Cómo saben que no se llevó nada? Vale.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Vale, cuando se la encontró ya estaba sangrando y se encontró a Medusa. ¿Por qué estaba aquí Medusa? ¿Cómo irían a Calíope? El relicario de las alarmas. ¿Cómo saben que no se llevó nada?
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary, though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Vale. El relicario tiene alarmas. ¿Cómo hirieron a Calíope? ¿Cómo saben que no se llevó nada? Divertido de hablar.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
¡Oli!
If so, they vanished after.
Vale. ¿Cómo saben que no se llevó nada? El relicario tiene alarmas. Vale, Allen, no pasa nada. Aceite, Allen.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing
Gracias
like
por la
that. It just
view.
has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
¿Cómo hizo Calíope para entrar? ¿Cómo saben que no se llevó nada?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Oh, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, but the alarms are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Al final de la historia es que Calíope está viva. ¿Qué tipo de reliquias hay aquí? ¿Cómo saben que no se llevó nada?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
Es tan fan.
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So
No.
it's all real?
I can neither
Soy yo.
confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Vale.
How do you know
Sí.
Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Vamos a preguntar.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena
Whoa.
didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Brenda. Ya. Stop.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I
Kate,
thought maybe that's why she was here,
tronca.
but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Vale.
You okay there, friendo?
Avanzamos.
I'm okay. We learned a lot. I
No
just
me deja el otro.
wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
Maybe that's a question for Medusa.
Sure, if only I knew where to find her.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
No lo sé,
I
pero no
guess
me
so.
dejaba, ¿eh? Ya.
Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Vale. ¿Vamos directamente a hablar con Pan? Efectivamente.
Pan!
¿Qué os parece todo esto? Antes de nada, todo fue de tu culpa, Luis, no lo dijiste bien. La actriz de voz de Medusa es una actriz india súper chula. ¡Qué guay! Vale. Antes de nada, vamos a leer las cosas nuevas que tenemos del diario, ¿vale? Mientras, decidme qué opináis de todo lo que nos acaban de decir. Demasiada información, malísimo. Calíope sigue viva, muerta. Vale, de esto nada. Bueno, eso fue inesperado. Freddy y yo fuimos al relicario sin muchas expectativas y Asterion terminó por contarnos que Calíope estuvo ahí la noche que murió. No solo eso, también es probable que la hayan atacado allí mismo. Huyó del relicario mientras sangraba y quizá fue directo a mi departamento. No deja de ser inusual. ¿Qué hacía ahí en primer lugar? Asterion dijo que aunque se escabulló en el relicario no se llevó nada. Hizo sonar las alarmas y escapó mientras la perseguía él. Y también Medusa, esto es muy importante. ¿Cómo descubrirá lo que pasó adentro? Vale, no sé si de Atenea nos dicen algo. Supongo que sí. Asterion mencionó que Atenea fue al relicario el día después de que murió Calíope. ¿Medusa le habrá contado? O quizá la misma Hécate puede ser. Atenea hizo que Hécate jurara que no contaría nada, pero no fue así con Asterion, como observó él muy contento. ¿Esto significa que Atenea sabe lo que pasó con Calíope allí? Vale, Pan, ¿algo? ¿Esto lo hemos leído? Me encontré con Pan en su hábitat natural, que al parecer es un jardín gigante en la terraza de un edificio de oficinas mágico. ¿Quién lo diría? En fin, me pidió que le devolviera un favor que le debía. Me envió a un lugar llamado Relicario. Para llegar allí necesitaba una llave mágica y buscar un contenedor en el muelle para arreglar la vida amorosa de un ídolo. Es raro, pero está bien. La verdad supuse que los favores de Pan serían un poco misteriosos o ilegales. Seguro esconde algo. Freddy y yo fuimos al relicario para hacer un favorcito a Pan y adivinen qué, allí es donde atacaron a Calíope. Allí fue antes de visitar mi departamento. Es una gran coincidencia, ¿no? Vale. A ver. Necesitaré un par de horas para digerir lo que ganas de jugar en una run punk. Bueno, anotaré este juego para hacerle stream y hacer mi propia run. La herida fue en el relicario y la herida aparentaba hecha por un arma blanca. Una lanza, espada o daga. Ares dispara mis alarmas aunque no haya salido aún. Pan sabía cosas. Pan lo sabe todo y está comiendo palomitas mientras seguimos las pistas. Una llave mágica, una Keyblade. Pan dijo que Kate, diosa de la magia negra, podía ayudarme en mi búsqueda y se equivocó mucho. Lo que no dijo es por qué. Es una diosa bruja, bibliotecaria, gigante que juró mantener en secreto todo lo que tenga que ver con su fortaleza torre extradimensional. ¿Parece raro? Bueno, lo es. Y ella también. Pero de algún modo es interesante y sincera. Sabe el futuro, pero hará cualquier cosa que tenga que pasar porque tiene que pasar. No termino de entender eso. En todo caso, Hécate no quería faltar al juramento con Atenea, y por eso tuve que seguir el plan absurdo de Asterion, que quería conquistarla con música. Admito que aún me sorprende que lo haya aceptado. Mi poder no hace que la gente haga cosas que no quiere, así que creo que en el fondo quería amor como Asterion. Imagino que en el libro dice cómo resulta la relación, pero parece que no le importa mucho. Espero que con esto pueda ser feliz al menos durante un tiempo. Ok. Vale. Minotauro es increíble. Ese Asterion con el que me mandó Pan es nada más ni nada menos que el Minotauro. Así es, mitad hombre y mitad toro, pero no se parece al monstruo del que hablan en las historias. De hecho, no tiene nada de monstruoso. Es adorable, torpe y tímido, y está enamorado más no poder de Hécate. Está desesperado y necesita mi ayuda para conquistarla. La verdad no fue tan difícil. Creo que Kate también se sentía sola y al final parecía feliz de aceptar a Asterion cuando se convenció de que el amor que él sentía era real. Y creo que lo es, de verdad. Son muy adorables y un poco raros cuando están juntos. Hécate ha prometido no hablar de lo que pasó. Si supiera quién fue o si fue ella, no puede decirlo. Es muy sospechoso. El Minotauro es el mejor personaje. Medusa. ¡Spoiler! 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 De cómo es Medusa. ¿Queréis que lo leamos igualmente o no queréis leerlo? Because spoiler. Pero bueno, esta es la info que tenemos del momento de Medusa. No. Ok. Por mí dale. ¿Queréis que tire un dado para esto? Espera que me quito los auriculares. ¿Y cómo vas a saber? Y lo lees. ¿Y cómo vas a saber que volvemos? Dale. Bueno, yo qué sé. Esto sí que es interesante. Según Asterio, Medusa estaba en el relicario la noche que murió Calíope, y allí es donde la atacaron. Dice que Medusa estaba en la niebla y nunca entró. Pero ¿qué hacía allí en primer lugar? El relicario no es un lugar al que puedes llegar por accidente mientras caminas. Asterion dijo que Medusa es aterradora. ¿Será la culpable que buscamos? Y ya está. Vale, pues vamos a seguir. Vamos a hablar con Pan.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Me asustaste, querías un libro de nada. Me encantan los ojos de cara. De cabra, de cara.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
Aprende mucho, sabías que lo haría. Estoy viendo que alguien más se suscribió, pero no ha salido la notificación, entonces a lo mejor no le ha dado a compartir. Pan está esforzándose demasiado por parecer sospechoso, no me lo vende.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan.
I don't know.
How
No me dice
stupid do you
quién.
think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Eso intento, no sin pruebas, creo que sí, disfrutas esto. ¿A que Luis va a decir que vamos a elegir la de abajo? Ah, no, no. Izquierda arriba. Ninguno de los dos. Bien, izquierda, vale.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt.
Esta es la de abajo.
What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it.
Gracias, por
Truly.
favor.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Aún necesito tu ayuda. Bueno, me voy, eres de lo peor. Claro, no es por joder, es lo que él diría, literal. Soy un cabrón, él también lo es, me pasaría el día tirándole baliñas. Derecha, izquierda, izquierda.
If you're still up for trading favors, I could use more help.
Oh, of course you could. You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die?
Oh.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa. I suppose.
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards.
Okay.
But do be careful if you call on her grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Vale. Ok. Podemos ir a la guarida de Medusa, a la fiesta de Afrodita, a hablar con Apolo o a hablar con Freddy. Se va a liar con Medusa. Tú quieres que se líe con todo el mundo, pero luego no das a las opciones de ligar. Apolo. Quieres que vayamos a hablar con Apolo. Que ahora se me hace porque la actriz es un pedazo de pan. No tiene nada que ver la actriz con el personaje que ella hace. ¿Apolo o Freddy? Si estáis firmes con la decisión, números. Esa me vale también. Vale. ¿Freddy entonces? Vale.
Hey, hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything
Seguimos en
I
el
can
acto
do.
2, sí.
If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
El tiempo está avanzando. ¿Qué sabes de los dioses? ¿Cómo está Kathy y Brian? ¿Cómo permanecieron ocultos los ídolos? Tengo que irme. Se me ha caído el dado. Yo solo digo...
¿Qué número ha salido?
Pues no sé qué número me ha salido, es una buena pregunta. Solo que no sabrá dónde está el dado. No estoy... Necesito del menú de la organización, saca toda la información mientras. Es un 10.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's gotta be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Apolo, Calíope, otros ídolos. Yo voy a decir, Luis, de que nosotras creo que hicimos todas las cosas posibles. En plan, creo que hicimos todo, ¿vale? O sea, que no te agobies con el tema del tiempo. Que nosotras, o sea, le dedicamos tiempo a todo y no hubo ningún problema, ¿vale? O sea, que tú no te preocupes.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Vale. Perséfone, Calíope, otros ídolos. No tiene sentido porque la fiesta de Afrodita era ayer. Ya aún podemos ir a la fiesta de Afrodita.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly,
no
she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Nope.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true.
Pan, Calíope, otros ídolos.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9. Though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing
Muy
voice
mal.
was unmatched. So they got that part right at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
Vale. Pan, Atenea, otros ídolos.
Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me? I'm more amazed at all the big
I
names
guess.
missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost, but also what might still be out there.
Pan, Atenea, otros dioses.
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
Horny.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil. Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
Jolito de la vida, sí. Atenea, otros dioses. Yes, sí que tengo. Puedo claimear anuncio.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
What?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as
Atalanta,
wise as
yeah.
advertised is on brand for her.
Pero
then.
no hay tantas.
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right?
Me
All
queda el
those
punto.
other pantheons could be
De
living
Freddy.
in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
Qué linda.
I wonder how much of those stories are
No más
true.
crisis.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
Ya. ¿Cómo permanecieron ocultos los ídolos? ¿Cómo están Kath y Brian?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
Then where is Kaz
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
He hecho el mismo sonido que Grace. ¿Cómo permanecieron ocultos los ídolos? Perdón por lo de la banda. Grace es rubia mental, sí soy.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Vale, le pregunto esto.
You know
¿vale?
what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline. Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
Claro. Okay.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Debería enfrentar a Medusa y ir a la fiesta de Afrodita. ¿Medusa o Afrodita? Sí, dijo Among Us. La guarida de Medusa. Medusa. Okay.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
No deberías estar aquí. ¿Tienes equipo? Se me alegra que estés aquí. Te adoro. Tiene una maza. Sí. Porque hace D&D. En plan, ¿qué te esperabas? Seríamos amigos de Freddy en la vida real. Seguro. No sé qué decir. Viendo esa maza, mi única respuesta es abajo. Es que tiene una maza, tía.
Freddy,
Okay.
please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Now look at you, two giggling school chums preparing to face the enemy
otra vida.
together.
Oh, it's you.
It is me. How exciting, no?
Pan, what are you doing here?
I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't expect my curiosity to get the better of me?
No te necesito, ¿te sientes culpable? Dime la verdad. Surprise. El tío de Tortres.
Why are you really here, Pan? The truth this time.
I need to have some dastardly ulterior motive other than to be of assistance. For shame, Grace.
You just don't get it, do you? The act is wearing real thin.
It's true. I am a bad man, and I spoke poorly.
And? That's it?
I'd hope even you, Freddy, could see that advice from an idol might be useful here.
I suppose.
Al desayuno. De verdad ella puede transformar a la gente en piedra. ¿Qué me aconsejas? ¿Medusa trabaja para Atenea? ¿Alguien cede? Cualquiera, vale.
Asterion said Medusa works for Athena. Is that right?
A truer description, I'd say, is that she's more Athena's servant. Poor thing can't survive on her own. So she's become whatever Athena needs. Spy master, enforcer, provider of garden statuary.
That doesn't sound fair.
It isn't. But keep in mind, Medusa is no helpless maiden. She is as clever as she is dangerous. And Athena knows it.
De verdad puede transformar a Peña en piedra. ¿Qué me aconsejas? ¿Cómo es Medusa en el fondo?
Medusa is the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
Great. Is there any way to make someone not a statue, if it turns out she can?
Short of Medusa dying? No.
Oh.
Not unless she wishes it.
Ok. ¿Cómo es Medusa en el fondo? ¿Qué me aconsejas? Freddy, quédate allí.
Medusa's clever and works for Athena, but what's she really like?
She doesn't exactly come to the parties, Grace. Medusa is an enigma to most of us. If idols hide in the shadows, she lurks in even darker places. She's an outsider, and she loathes us as much as she needs us.
Is she dangerous?
Let's just say we're all rather relieved she stays away.
Vale. ¿Qué me aconsejas?
If you have any advice, Pan, I'm all ears.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
She used to be human, right? And then Athena cursed her. Pretty unfairly, too.
Now, however, Athena hasn't the power to undo her own curse. Or so she claims.
That's gotta suck.
Medusa isn't happy about it, no. Yet she survives because she must. As do we all.
Yeah. Ok, vamos.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
See? That's the spirit. Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
You're gonna help her do that?
Why not? You're more apt to become a statue than to be any true help, my dear.
Knock it off, both of you. I have a plan for getting inside.
A word of advice before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
Vale. Vale. Usar una distracción, buscar otra entrada o enfrentar al guardia. ¿Qué queréis que hagamos? Distracción, votan, buscar. Ok. ¿Ceden o números? Bueno, también es verdad. Entonces, ¿buscamos otra entrada? Busca primero, ok.
Did you really have to follow us up here? You grunted the entire climb.
Those were exertions. I am a hardy but delicate flower.
Huh. Just the kind of help we needed.
Neither of you are helping. I have to concentrate to pick this open.
Are you sure it's wise to go jumping in through a skylight, Grace? It's rather dramatic.
Estoy bien sola, ninguno de ustedes tuvo una mejor idea. Esto funcionará. Tira juego de manos, literal. ¿Te molesta? Ok, sorry. Arriba a derecha. ¿Alguien cede o tiro dado? ¿Cedes? Ok.
I could have rolled in guns blazing, maybe tossed a few grenades while I'm at it.
Magnificent. Do you have any of these things?
She's joking.
I'm very joking.
Iba a decir número.
And there we go. Coming?
Absolutely. This is the fun part.
Maybe let's split up and look around.
Vale. Song time. Ya tan rápido. Jesus Christ. Prepárense. La cachimba ahí en todo el medio. Las cachimbas.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat.
Carne de gallina.
It's the MÍOS.
Wow.
There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna.
Necesito tu ayuda, bien vamos, no quieres pelear conmigo. Necesito tu ayuda, bien vamos, no quieres pelear conmigo. Derecha arriba. ¿Alguien cede? O dados. Nope, no cedéis. Dados. Números. Han dicho que hagamos esto un knockout. 10, 17. Gana Brenda. Ha salido un 10. Ha salido un 7, perdón. Gana Brenda igualmente.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't want to do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now look into me. Your body goes freely every time. As it's tender.
No lo hagas, luchar contra la parálisis. ¿Qué me pasa? Buena Brenda. No lo hagas, luchar contra la parálisis. ¿Qué me pasa? Cine. Vale.
Turning gently as it renders. What'd you say, Grace? You okay, something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can
Mejor seamos amigas. Bueno, bien, hagámoslo. No valgo la molestia. ¿No valgo la molestia?
O valgo la pena.
Ya, pero suena raro.
Ya. O no vale la molestia.
Ya. Ok.
folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Cause this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look
You flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so finally some stakes. Oh, the ice thing.
Atenea te hizo esto, ¿no? Atenea tiene que saberlo. ¿No obedeces a Atenea? Atenea te hizo esto, ¿no? Atenea tiene que saberlo. ¿No obedeces a Atenea? No voy a perder contra ella. Ok.
What a difference an actual monster makes. Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me. So
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
Creo que sé por qué eres así. ¿No lo sabes? Soy asesina. Usar el teléfono para reflejar la mirada de Medusa.
Sí, asesina. Perdón, muchas gracias.
Ok. Arriba izquierda. ¿Alguien cede? ¡Oh! ¡Un 20 natural! No podemos decir que somos asesinos. Ok.
No.
Lo vamos a decir. Porque Brenda es lo que dijo.
How look into me.
Hey, snakes alive! Killing Calliope was something new. Back then I wasn't sure I wanted to. Now I can't wait to do the same to you. And get the buzz of doing something you can't undo.
You're lost, little girl. No more
O deja de joderla, pero-
Harrys. We both know the victim's you. The killer's me.
Don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
Tenemos mucho en común. Hora de pelear. Apolo puede ayudarte. Clever thing. Tenemos mucho en común. Hora de pelear. Apolo puede ayudarte.
know.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. You're Athena's fool. Apollo could get you free. He's a friend to me.
That's what you said to me. Apollo.
And get you free.
¿Cómo puede Apolo liberar a Medusa? Se ha tirado un triple aquí en la jamba.
Yes.
That's a maybe.
Maybe. Soy una crack.
Maybe what?
La escena con el
They must be
mechero.
hypnotized by your amazing butchness.
Must be, I guess.
Are they serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty
Freddy, no
lady?
mires. ¿Intentaste comerte a Calliope también? ¿Qué hacías en el relicario? ¿No lo sabes? No te llamas de Spray, un clásico.
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
¿Por qué deberíamos creerte? Asterion dijo que se reunieron. ¿No le contaste a Atenea? ¿Por qué seguías a Calliope? Vale.
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
¿Por qué deberíamos creerte? Asterion dijo que se reunieron. ¿No lo contaste a Atenea? ¿Supiste que hacía Calliope ahí? Atenea es una lancera. Volvemos a la herida de arma blanca.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the Muse fleeing. She was frightened, blooded, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
¿Por qué deberíamos creerte? Asterion dijo que se reunieron. ¿No le contaste a Atenea? Al final es una prueba de Atenea para ver si Gris es de fiar, lo presiento. No hay respuestas en ningún lado, literal.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Oh, that seems rather unlikely. The bull's as gentle
Asterion
as
es
a
un
lamb.
bebé.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the Muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
Vale. Os habéis enterado de eso último, ¿no?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
No, I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even
Alguien
suspected...
le ayudó a colarse, a alguien la apuñaló.
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
Vale.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
I'll ask Apollo. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you, do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Bromeas, ¿verdad? ¿Ya habías hecho esto antes? Lo pensaré. Vale.
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
I...
Medusa, what happened to Artemis?
She left? I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth...
Como Artemisa.
I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Okay. Oh!
Freddie, may I
logro.
just say what a delight your resourcefulness has proven.
And you're not completely
De
awful, I
Medusa,
guess.
she was a victim too.
Pondering the big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
No sé, el relato cuadra con los hechos, se nos escapa algo, es muy obvio. El poder del 20.
Seems a little obvious, doesn't it? If Medusa wanted to eat Calliope, why didn't she?
Well, you got away. Maybe Calliope did too.
So Medusa stabbed her, and then ran off hoping Athena wouldn't find out? Now, Medusa's fear was real. She just doesn't want to be blamed.
Okay, so that was fun. Grace, I'll meet you back at home.
Okay.
I trust that little adventure was useful to you, Grace?
Gracias por venir. Te perdono, no te perdono. Tampoco ha hecho mucha cosa. Arriba izquierda. ¿Alguien cede? Luis Tronco. Si no ceden, números. Que no ha hecho nada. Yo perdono a todo el mundo, es mi bitch flag. Cacho para merecer perdón. Pongan números. Venga, va. 5. Todas las pistas que tenemos son gracias a él. 12. 18. Así que, Luis, te perdono.
Wow, that is pretty pathetic, I have to say.
You wound me, Grace. My pride, look at it lying there.
You're the worst. Fine, I
Rape.
forgive you.
Since you are safe and uneaten, I shall leave you to your adventures. Until we meet again, dear Grace.
Se veía que le iba a meter caña ahí. Ahora sí o sí tenemos que ir a fucking fiesta de Afrodita. ¿Vale? Vamos a leer el diario. Y yo creo que lo vamos a dejar aquí. Y la semana que viene vamos a la fiesta. Let's go to the beach, bitch. ¿Vale? Antes vamos a leer las cosas que hemos averiguado. Quería ir a ver a Medusa sola, pero claro, Freddie apareció equipada para la aventura. Debería agradecer que quiera ayudar o preocuparme porque no se toma del todo en serio a los ídolos. Ah, ok, me parece bien.